If you just joined us, we're watching the latest on the Shenzhou 7 space mission, which will lift off in a couple of hours' time. For more on that, let's cross live now to my colleague Han Bin. Han Bin, I know that you're standing at the Beijing Aerospace Command and Control Center, which is many, many miles away from the actual launch pad in Gansu province, which is up in northwest China, but still is crucial to the mission, it taking control of the spacecraft just seconds after liftoff. Tell us how important it is today and over the coming days.
Well, James, first I have to say it's really a nice day today. Yesterday it was raining. I hope a good weather is a good sign for great success. I have to tell that I'm now standing in front of the Beijing Aerospace Control and Command Center. Well, for the past 20 years, this center has steered China's space missions, the Shenzhou 5 and 6, and China's lunar probing project, the Chang'e 1. Simply put, well, the center serves as the headquarters for the tracking and control centers for all the space programs. This include the remote sensing, monitoring, data processing, and information exchanges, and so on. Well, so this is the crucial link between the spacecraft and the ground facilities. Once Jiuquan satellite launches, and this center will take full in charge, and all the attentions will be shifted here. James?
Speaking about the weather, we've been hearing that there are going to be favourable conditions tonight when the actual launch takes place. Now, speaking of the launch, there's been a window of opportunity set up between 21:07 and 22:27 local time for the actual launch. It's about 9 hours from now. So tell me, in the final hours, what's the mood like over there? It looks a little quiet from where you are, but is there excitement or is there a sense of anticipation?
Well, my interviews with the scientists, the engineering staff, and the commanding officers here is that they gave me a strong sense that they're all solidly behind Shenzhou 7. For the past 3 years after the success of Shenzhou 6, they have been waiting for today, and they have getting ready for this moment. For the Shenzhou 7, there are several of the first, because it's the first time the Shenzhou 7 will carry the Chinese 3 astronauts, and they will make their first step in space. Although it's only their first step, it is really a big thing for China. And Shenzhou 7 will also carry out numerous scientific objectives and targets. For example, it will test China's first data relay satellite launch in May this year, called Tianliang No. 1. Although for this time, this satellite is only used for testing and for a copy of data for the grounds. But there is an added significance of saving money and expanding the coverage. And also, Shenzhou 7 will release a small monitoring satellite to follow the orbital module. Well, this is also important for China's future space stations. And it will be the first time that Shenzhou 7 will use the largest numbers of the tracking stations and ships. China is going to use 9 stations, 5 in China, 4 outside of the territory, including 1 in Chile, Namibia, Kenya, and Pakistan. And there will also be 5 ships across the ocean. So the staff inside told me they have been conducted over 100 simulation tests and joint exercises over the past years, and the latest one was conducted the day before yesterday. So I think they are quite ready for the last minute, and so as our tracking and control system is also waiting for the final moment about an hour from now. James?
Well, for our viewers who are just joining us, let's just tell them once again that we are talking, of course, about the Shenzhou 7 space mission, which will lift off later today on Thursday. Now, reminding everyone, there's a 1 hour, 20-minute window of opportunity between 21:07 hours and 22:27 hours local time. Do you think the launch will take place as scheduled, and how optimistic is everyone about the mission ahead?
James, I hope so. And according to the spokesman, as you said, from the Aerospace Command, the prime launching window is already fixed between 9 to 10, roughly speaking, p.m. Because this is got to do with the numerous considerations with the orbit of the aircraft, the orbit of the spacecraft, and the positions between the spacecraft, the Earth, and the Sun, and so as the weather, so on. So, where the first priority time has been passed, That means the staff inside will do a very complicated adjustments. And I think so far they are quite ready for that. China has got an excellent record in launching and rocketing. And in terms of its tracking and control, it has also been tested vigorously. So I think they are quite confident. But in terms of space exploration, no one can give a 100% guarantee. Well, it's always full of risky, so it's still too early to predict the outcome. It's full of unpredictability. So, and even with a successful launch in Jiuquan, we can't say it is a successful completion of the Shenzhou mission. Only when all the astronauts finish their scientific objectives and they return to Earth safe and sound, we can call it a success. So I think we can only keep our fingers and wish them all the best for the 3 Chinese astronauts on their journey to space. Back to you, James.
Thanks so much. And it looks very peaceful and calm where you are. But I know there's a lot going on. We'll be joining Han Bin through the day for more live update from the Beijing Aerospace and Command Center.